bench. I'm the one that trend the topic, they replaying my hits. My face is legit, ain't score, but I'ma make this. I slide for my brothers, I slide and then I slide again. Yeah, look, if you don't love me, then just leave me, don't string me out like a lie again. Yeah, paparazzi, they be flicking while I stay hating my mission. My operation is different.
Game 3 of the NBA Finals. The Toronto Raptors come into Game 3 up 2-0. Will their relentless desire thrust them to a third straight victory? The scenery changes to hostile ground as they face off against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Which heroes will rise? The NBA playoffs start now.
A 2-0 start to the finals. Things could change direction here in Game 3. 2K Sports brings you NBA playoff action. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And in the postseason, health always such a big factor. Neither team at full strength. No excuses. You gotta find a way.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Dick is out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Barrett at the 3 side. And for the Thunder, the post pair form will be Williams and Holmgren. Topic is out there with Wallace. And it's Dort in at the 3 spot. You look at the Raptors. Taking care of business, Greg, in these NBA Finals. A win here tonight would almost guarantee them the title.
Yeah, I mean, they held home court in the first 2 games, but in this one, they'll face a hostile crowd and a team with its back up against the wall. They're going to have to match that intensity if they're going to take complete control and go up 3-0.
It is going to be some scene here tonight. And so here is Oklahoma City after Toronto at the 3-point. Back to Williams. From about 19 feet, it's hauled in by the Raptors. They are clearly on a special postseason run. One you can certainly call historic at this point, as they've won now all 14 of their games coming into this Game 3 of the NBA Finals.
Yeah, I mean, they've swept 3 teams to get to the finals and are now just 2 wins away from completing a perfect postseason and hoisting the Larry O'Brien. You know, Kevin, a full 16-game sweep of the playoffs sounds kind of sweet, doesn't it? Do you call that a sweet 16? I don't think it's ever been done.
And the call will be against Emmanuel quickly. That's his first foul. Here's Holmgren. Oklahoma City moving it around. Pass to Dort. Here's Topic. Holmgren with a screen on quickly. Just 5 on the clock. And the dunk by Holmgren.
I mean, sneaky. When he moves around the floor, Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop.
Now, here's Barrett. Quickly finds Barrett. Tip in the corner. Over Wallace. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Dick's got 8 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Tipped away. Wallace outside. Pass to Dort. Now Holmgren, defended by Pirtle. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks. Mark Daignault and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Coach had praise for one of the opponents tonight, the versatile Scotty Barnes. He told me Scotty's somebody that can do it all. He can score, pass, rebound, and defend multiple positions. That's rare for a player his age. So, Kevin, Scotty's still growing as a player.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And here is Wallace, following the 3-pointer by Scotty Barnes. Wallace, the pass to Williams. That 3 off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And that one's good quickly.
Yeah, that's 2 straight
3-pointers they've allowed.
Thunder trailing by 12. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And on the screen now is the 2K leaderboard with the rundown of this postseason's assist leaders. Emmanuel Quickley, number 1. Davion Mitchell is second.
I think these two guys are having a little personal competition here in the playoffs to see who will finish with the most assists.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Knocked loose. Wallace against Quickley. Near the three-point line, it's Holmgren. The Thunder with another miss.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here, had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they've played together as a unit over this last stretch.
Williams with a clean look, and no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And so here is Oklahoma City following the three from Davion Mitchell. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
Pirtle finds Barrett. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. And Toronto also making a switch. Brown's checked in. .44 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And Davion Mitchell gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Jalen Williams is checked in for Holmgren. Alex Caruso comes in for Dort. Aaron Wiggins, he's checked in for Cason Wallace. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Topic. There's 39 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Joe, covered by Mitchell. Shot's good by Williams.
Well, Jalen Williams is a tough physical guy who can really shoot the basketball.
Raptors leading by 16. And the basket by Olynyk.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Williams looking over the floor. Launches it. He beat the buzzer!
Delivery at the buzzer. That is beautifully done.
Oh, big-time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Their transition game has been in full effect. Back right after this. And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Raptors.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. We've got Emmanuel quickly. Also Mitchell out there. Olynyk is out there with Bruce Brown. And it's Abaji in at the power forwards position. Here's Joe. Raptors knocking down the tray. Hartenstein passes to Williams. Oklahoma City moving it around. Back to Caruso. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's blocked by Brown. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Brown. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
The Raptors making a switch here. Dick's checked in. And here now the Thunder. It's an 18-point game. Williams can't get it to go.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And Grady Dick gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Williams kicks to Caruso. Fires the three.
They are really struggling from the floor.
And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Here's Olynyk, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Olynyk's got his second basket of the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Pass to Hartenstein. In the corner, it's Wiggins. And it's off from three-point range. Raptors leading by 20. And here is Quickly. Here's Dick. Good on the three-point shot. Dick's got 11 points.
And that is why this team has Grady Dick, a floor spacer coming into the league with an elite three-point shot.
Here's Williams. And then Williams slams it in.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Here's Abaji. Followed the score by Oklahoma City. Cans it from downtown.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Dort, he's checked in for the Thunder. Topich comes in for Isaiah Joe. Barnes, he's checked in for Toronto. Bruce Brown comes in for Davion Mitchell. Oklahoma City has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Topich, no good.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
It's good from Barnes on the assist by Dick. Barnes has got 8.
This is a huge part of Scotty Barnes' development. Can he knock down the long ball?
And the call will be against Emmanuel Quickly. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, that's 2 fouls on him early. He'll have to be careful not to pick up another one.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Holmgren, he's checked in for Hartenstein. And it's Cason Wallace in for Wiggins. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Wallace looking for an opening. Connects from three-point range. Wallace has got himself on the board with 3 there.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Hits it from three-point range. Barnes has got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Raptors.
Oh, my goodness. What an answer from Scotty Barnes. Drills the comeback triple. Stop it.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Got that bucket in no time at all. 13 points for Scotty Barnes. Oklahoma City's gone 1-6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly.
Raptors foul. Scotty Barnes. First personal foul.
The Thunder shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
At the line for your Oklahoma City's Topich. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Topich. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And so he makes both from the line. The Raptors have gone a superb 7 of 7 from the field here in the second. Traps in the tray. 14 points for Grady Dick.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Now here's Holmgren. Pass to Topich. There's the triple. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Lets the 3 fly, and again, Toronto with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Topich. Wallace outside. Here's Holmgren. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Dick. Quickly the pass to Olynyk. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Puts up a 3. And there's Dick. That's good on the assist by Barnes. Dick's got 20 points.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Boy, now you have to think about pulling him. 3 fouls already in this half. A 4th would be inexcusable.
The Thunder have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Topich.
No good on that one.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Pirtle, he is checked in for Kelly Olynyk. R.J. Barrett comes in for Brown. And it's Mitchell in for Quickly. Good on the second free throw.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Here's Pirtle. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Now here's Wallace. Pass to Holmgren. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Here's Dick. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got his 5th assist in this one. Dort with the ball. Barrett covering. 3 seconds left. The shot off that time. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. It's the Raptors running away with this one. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been an outstanding first half for the Toronto Raptors.
They love to run. At times it looks like a layup line. They can hit the three, but tough matchup for your transition D.
Yeah, they've made it a race, but only one team has shown up. Taking a look at how the series is going for the Raptors. They've been at their best when it's mattered most, and here they are in the finals, leading the series and looking very confident.
You wonder what this team was made of? They showed up in the first half, showed everybody, left it all on the court.
Yeah, they've been clinical in how they've gone with this approach. Relentless, determined. They keep this up. Can they? I'm not even sure. But they got a chip on their shoulder, no question.
You can't downplay the passion they've shown on the floor. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And it's time for more of the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. What a time of year. A fantastic game from Grady Dick in this one.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end, and boy, this young guy has done just that.
And the Raptors with the ball. Dort and Williams up in the forward positions. Topic is out there with Case and Wallace. And it's Holmgren in at the center, locking down the middle. And that's who Mark Daigneault starts the second half. Dort wide open. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Dick. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Wallace kicks to Williams. No good with the triple.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And that one's good, Barnes.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Oklahoma City has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Wallace against Barnes. Down low, can they get it? And Holmgren finishes inside. 6 points for Chet Holmgren.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
He gets it in there.
I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Williams passes to Holmgren. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Holmgren's got 4 this quarter.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
And that one's good, Barnes.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. The layup missed. Quickly the pass to Barrett. Sinks the triple. Barrett's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Here's Quickly. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And what a fantastic start here to the second half. They have yet to miss.
Toronto shooting their first free throw of the game right now. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Wiggins is checked in.
1 shot.
And that one misses.
Well, think about this, guys. Early in his career, Quickly finished 2nd in 6th Man of the Year voting. He's also proven he can be a capable starter in this league. That's big-time value.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the 3rd. And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That's his first foul. And it's a completely new group for Toronto.
Substitution on the court.
Raptors on defense. Ball's knocked loose. Wiggins passes to Holmgren. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
They get the rebound. Olynyk in the corner. Beyond the arc. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Olynyk's got 7.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And the Thunder with some changes. Hartenstein comes in for Jalen Williams. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dort.
Alex Caruso.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Pass to Hartenstein. Here's Topic. And the 3 off target.
I mean, come on, jack that one in the face of some strong defense. You got to think twice about that next time.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Here's Topic. A 3-pointer. Wiggins, good on the triple. Wiggins has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
58 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Topic. Rebound by Olynyk. Brown the pass to Abaji. The 3. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Bruce Brown. This is really a developed part of his game. His passing is on point now.
Pass to Holmgren.
Raptors foul. Second personal foul. 13 foul.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Chet Holmgren.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
first free throw is good.
Well, you think about the size and skill set. That should allow Chet Holmgren to be very good for a very long time.
Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Topic. Holmgren hits them both. 34 seconds left in the third. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. And that one, good. Mobo's got his first basket.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Well, I'll tell you, I love that he's not afraid to take on the size mismatch there, Greg. It doesn't matter. Just make shots.
It's his first trip to the line.
Alex Caruso taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And so Caruso nails both of them.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Pass to Mitchell. And here's Brown outside. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got his 3rd assist on the night. And Davion Mitchell gets the whistle that time. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. For Oklahoma City, they have been good at the free throw line in this one, 7 of 8.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And Joe drops them both. Nine seconds left in the 3rd quarter. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Buries it from 3-point range. Mitchell's got 6.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
And so it's Toronto, able to put on a show for the ages. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. So the Raptors 5 right now. Mitchell is out there with Bruce Brown. Then it's Olynyk, and it's Mobo in at the 4 slot. Hartenstein passes to Joe. Now here's Caruso. Pass to Williams. Plenty of space. Abaji pulls it in.
Sometimes you just have an off day, and this is one of those games for him.
Mobo takes it off the glass. Mobo's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Raptors. Here's Williams. Plays it up and banks it in.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Work in close, find a way to score.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Oklahoma City ball.
for three. Again, the miss by Williams.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Rebound by Williams. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Here's Joe. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 4 assists in the game.
This is a specialty for Isaiah Joe. Rise and fire in the catch and shoot.
Olynyk drains it from 17 feet out.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Abaji. Nailed from three-point land.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game. But plenty of time left in the clock. He needs to keep his poise. That's his 4th foul now.
And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Dort comes in for Alex Caruso. Wallace is checked in for Aaron Wiggins. And Topic is subbed in for Isaiah Joe. And Toronto also making a switch. Boucher is checked in. It's Dort on the wing. Pass to Topic. There's the screen. The Thunder with another miss.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point. I love the efficiency he's playing with tonight. Not scoring as much as usual, but he's been effective, and they're winning.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Williams. Denied.
How about the swap by Olynyk? Nice defensive play. Boy, it's been a struggle in this quarter, and the team needs more from him. There's no doubt.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Toronto.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Toronto's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. And it falls over the rim and in. Brown's got 10 points here in the second half.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
And Davion Mitchell gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And the Raptors making a change here.
Into the lineup for the Raptors, Garrett Temple. Shed.
A minute 50 left in the game. Wallace, the pass to Williams. Goes up with a strike. No good there.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
And Game 3 of the NBA Championship Series is all but in the books. Congrats are in order tonight on an outstanding effort and a well-deserved victory for the Raptors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And this is going to put them on the brink of a sweep in a championship. Just one more win, and that trophy will be theirs.
And I think they'll get it in Game 4. They are on an unbelievable roll right now, and I just don't see anything slowing this group down. If the momentum was going to change in this series, I think it was going to happen tonight. Instead, they put the hammer down and already have one hand on the trophy.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Grady Dick.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Good on both. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Walter from outside the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
And here is Holmgren. Olynyk is covering. Holmgren kicks to Walls. 6 on the shot clock. Nifty move. Walter pulls it in. And here's Toronto. They're on a 19-7 run. And here's Brown outside. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Dort, and he slams it one-handed.
Oh, my goodness. How about the impressive vertical by Lou Dort? No doubt on that slam.
Back to Olynyk from past the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Here's Topic. It's tipped, and so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. You have to think at this point, up 3-zip. It's only a matter of time now, Greg, until this series is in the books.
You know, this victory all but seals the deal. As strong as they look throughout this game and this series, I'll be shocked if they don't close it out in Game 4.
Well, that'll do it. Thanks for joining us for Game 3 of the NBA Finals. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Grady Dick.